What's going on, everybody? So today I decided I need to make a new matchup guide since we have all these new cards and an entirely new meta, basically. Okay, P.E.K.K.A in the back, first play. We love to see that. Anyways, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and NATO this Goblin Gang. We know his Elixir is about 2 right now, so not really too sure about that P.E.K.K.A in the back first play. But yeah, basically I'm going to be showing you guys how to beat specific matchups. So hopefully I'm going to get them pretty quickly, or I'm going to be playing this game for a very, very long time. But yeah, I'm currently like top 100-ish on ladder. Doesn't really matter where I am. The point of this video is going to be to show you guys how to play against specific decks. So basically we're up against P.E.K.K.A Knight. This is, believe it or not, I don't know, there's different versions for everything, right? But this specific deck right here, with the P.E.K.K.A and the Knight, the Ram Rider, this deck is super, super popular. I think it's maybe like a top 3 deck in the game right now. Because everyone, like, bro, I'm telling you, if he has the what's it called, the Demolisher, then this is the deck I think it is. But yeah, it's very, very hard to beat players that have 2 tanks, especially when it's Evo Knight and P.E.K.K.A, basically 2 cards that are going to fully shut down your Expo at any time of the game. It's really hard to know when to pressure and when to not, you know. So basically he P.E.K.K.A at the back. What on earth? He P.E.K.K.A the back first play, right? Wow. Okay, so yeah, that's why when Expo, obviously it was pretty simple. So I got the damage lead early here. I'm not sure what to really do in this situation. I think we can just defend. A lot of this meta for IceBow, since I am playing Princess Tower, and I would recommend that you also run Princess Tower if you are going to play IceBow. A lot of the meta is going to be defense over and over, because it's really hard to get Expo locks in this meta because of all the tanks, if that makes sense. So it's going to be a dead Bar Barrel. I'm probably going to get a small lock here unless he does play something else. If he does, I'm good with that. He's going to Mega Minion. I'll just log and then take my little bit of damage. We're going to let that go. I could Ice Wiz this on 0, but then I'd have no Elixir. He might just try and do something crazy. Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure about that Goblin Gang, so I just get free tower damage as well. And not bad. So we're up 1,000 going into double Elixir. I usually get down in this matchup, to be completely honest with you guys, because it is very difficult to withstand their pushes, especially when they have the Evolution Knight in cycle. That's when things get really scary, when they have Evo Knight and Evo Zap in cycle. So he's going to go P.E.K.K.A the back. Notice how I'm not going to go Expo here on the left side, because I know he's got the Evolution Knight in cycle, right? So anytime, like, if I Expo, I lose the game immediately. You guys have to understand how passive you have to play these specific matchups in this meta. It's a lot different than last meta, where I was super aggressive, and I'm still figuring it out to myself, honestly, how passive I have to play. I'm just going to go Knight right here. It's going to defend everything on this left side. IceBow is putting in a decent amount of work. I will say IceBow is probably is going to save you in a lot of matchups, because not many people are running a Fireball or Poison in this meta that often. So, and obviously if they do have Poison, it's not the end of the world. It's not going to charge again. Oh my gosh, Ram Rider, please get deleted from this game. I'm just going to Expo here, trying to predict a P.E.K.K.A in the back. Okay, he does not go for it, but at least we can force out his P.E.K.K.A the bridge. I'm fine with that. Okay, we also force out a Bar Barrel, so I'm just going to get the Larrys down. He arrows as well. Pretty aggressive arrows by him. I'm just going to log to make sure this P.E.K.K.A dies, and then I don't have to deal with it later on here. Go ahead and Tornado that Goblin Gang again. I'm not sure why he has a Goblin Gang in this deck. Maybe to help defend against other people's P.E.K.K.As or Goblin Machines. That would be my thought process here. But yeah, there's quite a bit of Goblin Demolisher running around as well, so hopefully I face a lot of that today. But yeah, I can already assure you guys there's going to be plenty of Goblin Machine games, and P.E.K.K.A, I mean, it's tough. You would think P.E.K.K.A is one of the better matchups, especially if they don't have a Lightning, but it really is hard. I've been having a hard time beating this matchup specifically, because the Ram Rider buff is crazy, number 1, and then also they usually have Evo Zap, which just kind of wipes things out, as well as arrows, which does kill the Ice Wizard, as you can see right there. So it is kind of difficult to defend when they actually have everything in cycle, but I'm just going to go Evo Tesla right here. It's all about keeping your Ice Wizards and your Teslas alive in this matchup, because they don't have a big spell to wipe them off the map immediately. This guy doesn't have the Goblin Curse. Most of these players do, that are running P.E.K.K.A plus Knight. He's going to go P.E.K.K.A the back. I am actually going to Expo the bridge on this left side to force out some Elixir from him. Go ahead and, whoa, he just played a Ram Rider on 0. That's very aggressive, sir. I'm just going to log that, force out the Goblin Gang. I actually am going to Tornado as well to get myself a lock. Nice. Okay, he does get the Evo Knight down, but it's too late. He has to go for a Zap now. Only 40 seconds left. Oh boy, I'm scared. Yep, okay. See, this is the problem. This is where things can get a little bit, sketchy. I'm going to Tornado that back. Go for the Skellies. IceBow needs to save me here. I think I'm going to get cheesed a little bit. That P.E.K.K.A is still alive. Holy, 26 seconds left. Dude, I can't DPS anything. Wait, am I dead? No, I think I'm alright if I just go Ice Fist late here. It's gonna freeze. He does reset my, whatever it's called. He resets my tower onto the Ram Rider, which actually helped me out. I can go for the Tesla up high. I don't even need a spell right here. Let me just try and defend with my entire life. I'm gonna pull everything back with a Tornado, kill that Goblin Gang in the process, and then cycle back to another log. I don't think I need it. No, I don't. But yeah, that was stressful. You guys can see how quickly the game can change and get out of control if he has like two P.E.K.K.A.s on the map, or, you know, 2 Knights and he's just like spamming cards behind it. But yeah, I feel like I played that one pretty flawlessly. You've just got to play super defensive in that matchup, especially if you get an early lock on and you just kind of turtle the whole game. Okay, we found our next match. If I'm not mistaken, I think this guy plays log bait, which is definitely a matchup I need to show you guys. I know a lot of people ask me how to play against it. And yeah, it is crazy how much the meta changed this season because of the new cards. Also, entirely, like, with the Dagger Duchess nerf, I can't even use the Dagger Duchess anymore. So, I think it's very important that I make this guide to actually show you guys how I'm even able to win games, or, like, hopefully still compete on top ladder. I mean, I am going to get a good finish this season, but I'm trying to beat my best. And it's going to be very difficult, to say the least, I guess. So, he might go Knight in front of that. If he does, I'm just going to chill. Yeah, okay. Thought he might go Knight, but if he didn't Knight right there, I would have definitely expoed. In a log bait matchup, it's all about trying to work that time where you can get a free rocket on their tower and they can't rocket you back, if that makes sense. So what I mean by that is, okay, I'm going to NATO that in. We need to take care of these princesses as quickly as possible. Okay, dang, my cycle is a little bit chopped here. I do have to go for a log late. Yeah, not a great start. But what I mean by that is... Okay, what is that? This guy's just playing everything on 0. What I mean by that, sorry, I was getting distracted by this guy's bridge spam, is you need to either get your Evo Knight or Evo Tesla in cycle and then rockets when you have like a 2 to 3 elixir lead. I am going to go Expo here, try and force out a rocket from him. That would be ideal. He's going to go for the, whoa, I think I can go for a 0 elixir Tornado because I know he's low on elixir as well. That's going to force out nothing. He's not going to do anything. Wow, okay, I'm just going to Skelly's here on this left side. He might log or E-Spirit. He does go for the E-Spirit but doesn't get it off in time. That's really good for me. But yeah, getting small logs is all this matchup's about. I like to always, you know, you always have to block the princess shot. Obviously, he's going to get that princess shot right there because I didn't have any elixir, but I only gave up 1, I believe, which is very important. You can't just give up multiple because basically 3 princess shots is a rocket on your tower, and it's just really important to make sure that doesn't happen throughout the game. Basically, you can just think of these princesses at the bridge as like rockets on your tower. So I'm just going to log that barrel. He's going to go for the Knight or Skelly's in the back. There's the Skelly's. I'm just going to Tesla the bridge. It's all about keeping that pressure on the river. I know he's going to princess, so I'll hover the Ice Whiz. That's not on my tower. I'm quitting the game. Okay, we're good. I can just go ahead and nice, perfect. This is exactly what I'm talking about, guys. So he can rocket me back now, but that's fine because think about it. I'm up an entire rocket right now. He is down elixir. I'm just going to go for the Knight in the back, and then I'm just going to chill because I know he's not going to princess the bridge. I'm going to cycle. Oh, that was bad timed. Skelly's, of course, but it is what it is. I'm going to cycle my log here on the barrel, have my Ice Whiz ready for his princess. I am actually going to Evo Tesla when I hit 10 here, and then try and pressure him at the bridge. Hover for the princess. I just got to be ready for it at all times. I'm actually going to rocket right here instead of go for the Expo. There's the princess. I catch it, please. Nice. Really good Knight right there. I can get back to my log for the barrel as well, and then his princess is going to die again. Really bad E-Spirit by him. Super late. And yeah, perfect situation here. We're up 1,000 damage. He could go for the rocket right now. I'm actually going to... he's going to go barrel, so I'm going to go Tesla like this. And then Tornado this barrel up. Ice was on top. Kind of a sloppy defense, I'm not going to lie. Just gave him a free rocket, but I can go for my rocket on 0 here. But yeah, as you guys can see, we've worked out this 800-ish damage lead, so it's looking decent right now. I could definitely still throw this game. You have to be very careful. It's kind of hard to just get into a rocket cycle only match in this kind of matchup because they do have a quicker cycle than you. So I do like to pressure other lane. I'm going to go for the Evo Knight to predict a Tesla as well. He has got Evo Tesla, I know that. So that's fine. He's going to go for... Wow, he went for another Knight, so now there's no chance he can rocket my tower. Just going to Skelly's on top of the Knight, and then that Ice Whiz should take out the princess here. No, he's going to go for a log, so I will have to Evo Tesla in a second. Go for the log on the barrel. And you know what? Even though we didn't get damage on that right side, I'm completely fine with that because we're maintaining our rocket lead. If he rockets, I rocket. I just need 3 rockets to win the game. Wait, I'm going to rocket right here. What is he doing? I'm actually going to let this go and then rocket his tower, and then I can just Ice Whiz on top of whatever he tries to do. So I'll just go Skelly's on top of that princess, and then Ice Whiz on top of the Skelly's. Yeah, not sure what he's really doing right here. He should never have switched lanes, but I guess he's already in a bad situation. Now I just need 2 rockets and a couple more spells. Perfect opportunity to chip his tower down with the Tornado right there, as well as pull that princess into a range that, you know, maybe I can do something about. I'm going to go Skelly's in the back, rocket his tower once again. He's going to princess the bridge probably again. Yep, pretty obvious. We just need to go Tesla, and then I just need 2 of my spells. I believe just 2 spells and then a rocket to finish off the game. Yeah, 1 more spell and a rocket will finish off the game. This was pretty much a clinical perfection like game against Logbait, honestly. I'm just going to go ahead and log the barrel just to make sure 100% that I can win. And then Tornado just to make sure it's enough. Yep, 84 damage. GG's, perfect gameplay against Logbait. Definitely a stressful matchup. But yeah, you guys saw right there, I got the rocket advantage early and got those small expo connections. And that's really all it's about in this matchup. Okay, we got our next match. This is going to be against Giant Sparky. Definitely a matchup that is extremely difficult. I'm going to show you guys why. Even though he has Sparky, you'd think, oh, he's got Sparky, you can just rocket it off the map every time. No, it's very difficult to defend both sides. Especially in single elixir when he does just get his Evo Wizard in cycle. As you can see right there, he's going to drop the Evo Wizard in the back and cycle to it. But basically what I want to do in this matchup, I want to just play defense, wait for him to do something stupid, because pretty much Giant Sparky, they're always going to overcommit at the bridge or, you know, other lane. Just spend 10 elixir, like he's just gianting the back right here, you know what I'm saying? So even right now, my cycle is pretty chopped. I could definitely be in a bit of trouble just because of my hands. But yeah, as you can see, single elixir is definitely the hardest in tons of these matchups because you can get yourself in a bad situation and really never recover. Or just lose the game straight away. I'm not sure why he played a rage right there. I thought he was going to mini P.E.K.K.A and then rage like my skellies, but I thought, oh, he's got a prince. Okay, that makes sense because the prince is pretty broken at the moment, as you all know. He's going to go for the knight at the bridge. It's crazy how many people play the game exactly like this guy is. Okay, Skelly's over here, maybe? It's going to charge. He's going to just tornado. I can pull this up. Nope, it's going to charge. Princess 2, like, you guys can see, I didn't do anything wrong, and I'm taking a prince charge in single. It's just kind of how it is. At least I did get some damage back on that left side, but it's just, you know, the card is pretty ridiculous at the moment, so I'm probably just going to cycle an Evo Tesla in the middle. What you want to do here is just play patient. I know he has Fireball. I'm going to set up some defensive expos later on in the game, but you don't want to be too defensive too early, because if you go ahead and expo on defense, he's just going to overwhelm you with, I mean, he's going to go all in, basically, is what's going to happen, because he has no threat of being punished, right? So you have to keep that expo and cycle for at least part of the game. And the reason, okay, he might go for the giant at the bridge here. I'm going to log that wizard back, and then I can probably rocket the bridge to kill this. Yes, wait, he's going to go giant right here, and I can rocket to kill all 3. Yep, so predictable. But yeah, pretty much you have to just play turtle defense this entire game, and you're probably going to have to pull off some miraculous defenses. My biggest tip is don't play Ice Wizard anywhere near your tower, because you're just going to give a free fireball. Expo on the bridge the other lane, since he doesn't have his giants in cycle. He does have the Sparky, which it is what it is. Him spending the 9 elixir right there is actually fine with me, because I can just defend it pretty easily, I think. He's going to fireball as well. I'll just get my Tesla down, and then we're going to go, wow, holy, he's going to prince on 0. Average, yep, this is what you got to be careful of, guys, this absolute brain-damaging spam. So it's going to be a nice, easy defense right there. Didn't panic, you know, that's the key. You've really got to keep your composure in these kind of defenses, and don't, you know, don't get too stressed out, because all you have to do is play really, really good defense, and there's nothing they can do unless you make a mistake with your gameplay. So I'm going to go for the defensive expo now that we're entering overtime. The reason I'm doing this is because he already played his knight and his wizard on the map, so my expo is guaranteed to get value. If I was just going to expo on defense, then he could just giant the back and start building a push. But look at this. The expo's already gotten a ton of value already. Oh, 20% battery. I just got like half of you with that. I'm just going to go for the rocket on top of that giant plus prince. I'm not really sure why he would give me that. I guess, I mean, obviously he's got the Sparky, but I'm completely fine here, I'm pretty sure. I'll just go for my Evo Tesla right here. If he had Evo Knight in cycle, that might have been a decent play, but he does not. So he's going to rage. I'm just going to log that prince off the map, and then we can go ahead and drop our knight behind to kill this Sparky. It's going to reset as well. Perfect timing there. Really good defense. He's going to go giant prince other lane. Yep, so predictable. We'll go for the Tesla up here, Skelly, so he can't fireball everything. Actually, he might be able to fireball all that. Yeah, he is, just barely. So I'm just going to go for the knight right here. Keep this prince. Like, you got to be very careful, because if you let the prince charge too much, you lose the game. It's kind of that simple. So I'm going to go for the Ice Wiz right here. It's going to clean up that giant as well as that prince. Really bad wizard. I can actually go Tesla on 0. And I know this is kind of risky, but I think I need to kill that wizard or I'm going to lose the game. So that knight's going to die as well. Really good defense right there. Getting that Evo wizard out of cycle is going to be massive moving forward. He's probably going to go giant prince the bridge again. Oh, my brain dead. Okay, knight the middle. Ice was on top of that giant. Evo Tesla up high. He could fireball, but it doesn't matter because I can just go Skellies on top of the giants. And then I think we're good here. I'm going to go for the log on the giant. But yeah, as you guys can see, I haven't played any offensive expos. I'm just completely playing defense right here. And this is what you have to do with Princess Tower. When you have Dagger Duchess like last season, the last couple seasons, I've been be able to play the game a lot more aggressively. But now the game is kind of at a point in this meta where you're going to have to just play perfect defenses and wait for that one time to go IceBow. So I am just probably going to go rockets. Actually, no, I'm going to skellies first and then go for the log here. Get my knight down on this right side. Just make sure I can DPS everything down. Only 27 seconds left. I'll go for a second Tesla right here. Tornado everything back and then go for the skellies for these princes that are just infinitely charging right now. Got to be careful of a tornado. That's the only way I could lose this game. So I'm just going to go, yep, I had a feeling he was going to try and tornado. That's why I played the knight up high. But yeah, easy defense. Played this game pretty much perfectly. This guy always BMs me, so you already know what I'm going to have to do to him, guys. Give him a nice little King Tower Tornado just to wish him a little bit of good luck and, you know, showed that his deck, he made his deck even more brain rot by putting a Prince in it instead of the Mini P.E.K.K.A. just because the Prince is overpowered in the meta. But yeah, we played that one pretty much to perfection. You just got to play super good defense and then, you know, at the end of the day, don't take any damage to a bad bridge spam, and that's it. GG's. Also, I do apologize if you can hear my dogs barking in the background. They're not mine. We're babysitting, or dog sitting, I guess, my brother's dogs, and they just do not stop barking, but I have to record this video anyways. We're up against Invader here. He's playing Lava Hounds. I'm just going to knight the bridge. This is a play that you often see me do. And basically, I'll tell you the reason for this play. I have to force out Elixir from them, because if I don't, they're going to be able to overwhelm me in single, because I've only got two, you know, I've got IceBow and Tesla, which are really good in this matchup, but I have to like pressure them so they can't build a massive push because IceBow doesn't do enough DPS, and he also probably has Void, which is going to take out one of those two cards pretty much every single time that he plays it. So I'm going to go Knight to kite everything into this other lane here. I'm so glad I have Princess Tower in this matchup, or I would just lose instantly to the Dagger Duchess, not having any ammo right there. Like, I would have already lost this game. I would have taken at least 2,000 damage. He's actually going to go for the balloon. I'm going to go Tesla on 0. Yeah, I think I had to. Did I? Yeah, I think I had to, because I would have taken at least one hit, maybe two, and I don't think that's worth the risk this early on. So here's what's going to happen, right? I'm probably going to go IceBow on 0. Lava Hound, you want to play... It's a tough matchup, I will be honest with you guys, because single Elixir is very, very stressful. You can definitely lose if you're not careful. I am going to IceBow here, only because I have my Tesla set up. Whoa, okay, he just spent 8 Elixir. Kind of an interesting play by him. I figured, honestly, I thought he was just going to ignore that and go for the lava in the back again and try and take my tower, but I'm actually cool with that. I am going to go for the Knights on 0 here. Even though I'm low Elixir, this is fine. I feel pretty good in this situation because, number 1, he just cycled his Barbarians, and number 2, he just cycled his Void. So I'm going to pre-log his guards right now. Place that on the map. Nice. We do get the pre-log off. Unfortunately, the Knight nerf did kind of kill the card. Because, I mean, you guys saw right there, it has no more HP than a regular Knight and just gets evaporated in like 2 seconds. Even though I pre-logged that, it didn't really matter that much, I guess. So I'm going to go for the IceBow in the back. He's obviously going to just Lava Hounds in the back. I'm probably going to go, no, let me chill. Lava Hound, you want to play super smart. Like, you have to think about what's in cycle more than a lot of other decks. So obviously he's going to Inferno Dragon since he doesn't have guards or barbs in cycle. That's why I went for the IceBow right here. Force out the Zap as well. And then he might go Skelly Drags. If he does, I can Rockets. Instantly, we have to take those off the map. Those are the most stressful card to deal with in this matchup, I would say, is the Skeleton Dragons. So I'm going to go for the Evo Tesla here late. Keep my IceBow alive. It's also going to shock the balloon. I don't think I even need to go for the Tornado. I am actually going to Tornado now to kill the guards and as well as those pups. Didn't really need that log either, kind of a bad log. Sometimes I think that I still have the Dagger Duchess. I'm still getting used to using the Princess Tower because I've only been using it for less than a week. So I'm going to go for the IceBow in the back right here and then probably IceBow the bridge again. Predict the Lava Hounds. Okay, we didn't predict the Lava Hound, unfortunately, but we do get the Evo Barbs out of cycle. He also Voids. Very aggressive gameplay. He didn't even need that Void. I'm just going to go Skellies up high, and then I can Tesla the bridge to kill this Inferno Dragon. That's going to take that out, and then this is a good situation. He might Lava other side. I would not be mad at that at all. Yep. I'm just going to IceBow, and you guys can see how I play. I just play very methodically, you know, only pressure when I know that I'm safe, and nobody has in cycle. It's pretty much, Lava Hound is one of those decks where you know exactly what they're going to do. There's not that many outplays that they can make because the deck is too heavy. It's kind of like Golem, if that makes sense, in that aspect. So I'm just going to go for the log on top of that. Speaking of Golem, I haven't faced that in like 10 years, but yeah, we're playing really well right now. I'm going to go for the offensive bow with my Ice Wizard plus Knights. He has the Barbs early and then probably Void here. I'm going to Skellies to try and block the Void. I'm going to go for the Knight as well. He does have to, he is forced to play his Evo Zap. So yeah, just keeping his spells out of rotation, not letting him build that one massive push and continuously spam me. That's pretty much all I have to do. You know, just balancing that, that difference between going offensive and just kind of chilling and actually playing like a solid defense. So I am going to go for the... Actually, you know what? Yeah, I am going to offensive bow because I don't want him to get a massive push off here. He's going to have to go for the Barbs, and my Tesla's going to help out, right? I can log as well. Go for the Skellies. He's going to have to Void. Whoa, he Voided on offense? I think he may be in trouble here. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, bad guards. They're a little bit late by him as well. I'm just going to pull everything back. He does go for the zap. I think we're fine here if I just go for my Ice Wizard low, and then skeletons like this, get my rocket off once this Lava Hound pops. And look at my X-Bow on the other side, guys. I think it's going to take the tower into rocket range. It is. Okay, unfortunately, I already cycled my rockets anyways, but yeah, perfect clean defense right there. Just going to go for the Ice Wiz up high and cycle back around to one more rocket to finish up the game. And that is literally picture perfect how you want to play against Lava Hounds. Just make sure you're pressuring. If I didn't pressure when he went for that Lava Loon push there at the end, then I would have lost the game immediately, as you guys know. So yeah, the pressure is very important in that matchup and just doing it correctly. Okay, we've got an Expo Rockets matchup. I've actually been getting very lucky with the matchups, like getting different ones every single game so far. But, okay, he's going to go for Archers. Yes, he has Rocket, guys, which is a problem. Okay, my starting hit trash. Please don't Expo. No, dude, okay. If I had skeletons in rotation, I would have taken 0 damage right there. Kind of unfortunate, but yeah, this matchup, you guys are going to see, I'm going to have to play very defensively, but then also go for an offensive Expo at, like, the right time. It's kind of like, we'll have to see what he does. If he tries to Tesla the bridge, because I know, yep, literally I don't know why he does that. I'm just going to go Expo on the other side right here. That's not going to get any damage, obviously, but we are going to force out the rocket. And now let's think about his elixir right now. He had to play that rocket plus skellies on 0, so I'm up about 3.5, 4. That Tesla is pretty much useless, and we can just kind of reset right here. He is cycled back to another Expo a lot quicker than I am cycled to a rocket. But think about it, I just need that one good defense. If I can get one good defense without a rocket on his Expo, then I feel like I can win this game very easily. We'll have to see. I am just going to cycle my Ice Wiz like this. We know he doesn't have Fireball, so it doesn't really matter. Cycling your Ice Wiz anywhere you want doesn't really matter. Make sure not to give rocket value either. I'm just going to log that should splash the Archer. Nope, Ice Wiz splash needs a buff. But I'm probably just going to go rocket here. Actually, I'm going to tornado this back because he might Expo. If he does Expo, we're good. Nice, that's good timing. I can just go for my Tesla, Skellies, and then go for my Knight to block for his Tesla. Okay, that was kind of awkward, I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to log this. I think we're good. How's the Expo on my Tesla? I don't know, but either way, we're going to defend that very easily, and that's exactly what I'm talking about, guys. So he's going to have to spend Elixir on that Knight. He's still going to be down a couple, or like, I'm not down any Elixir anymore. I think we're pretty much even, but I got out of single Elixir. I didn't have to use my rocket, and now we're in a good situation. So basically, I'm just going to have to keep pressuring with Expos. He's going to go for a dumb rocket at some point because I just know how this person plays. He's going to go for a rocket on my tower at some point in this match. So I'm just going to keep Expoing on offense here. Try and force out his Evo Archers. Yep, I can just go for the whatever that's called, the NATO to pull that back. Wow, I couldn't think of what the Clash Royale card is called. We force out the Evo Tesla, and that's good. It's going to kill his, like, get that out of cycle for him. Now he has no Evos in cycle either. I'm actually going to Expo on this left side because he doesn't have Tesla in rotation. He'll probably go Archers. I can just tornado those Archers back, but no, we do force out the Tesla. Probably a bad tornado because he was most likely going to Tesla either way, but this is a good situation, guys, because I'm not worried about him rocketing my tower. If he does rocket, I feel like I can break through. He doesn't have Evo Tesla in cycle, so I'm just going to go ahead and take my rocket plus Skellies on top of his Expo, and he's going to go for a rocket on my tower right now. What I'm going to do here is set up a Tesla right now. I've got to pressure him as soon as he rockets. Yep, that's just not happening. That's just not happening to me today, so I'm going to go for the Expo at the bridge with this Tesla. He's down. I mean, we're even on Elixir with that Expo on the map, so I'm going to go for my Knight like this. He's hurting for Elixir right now. I'm going to pre-NATO with Skellies right now, please. Oh, it's too easy, man. It's too easy. But yeah, you got to go for some aggressive plays in this matchup. Obviously, you can't allow him to get away with the rockets. If they do rocket your tower and they have Evo Tesla in cycle, though, you have to be very careful because everything dies. Like, you can't even get an Expo connection unless you literally put your own Evo Tesla plus a Knight down. And it's pretty much just impossible to get a connection when they have Evo Tesla in cycle. But I worked that really well and played that really good there. Nice. Okay, so we got a rocket cycle matchup here. He's going to be playing the Princess Rocket deck, if I'm not mistaken. So basically in this matchup, it's kind of similar to log baits in a way, but you also don't have to worry about the barrel. So it's kind of nice in that aspect. I'm going to hover my Tesla, get that down immediately. There's no way that's on my tower. Okay, it's fine. Princess moment. I hate the Princess. Actually, maybe makes me rage more than any other card in this game. But I'm just going to go for the rocket on his tower. I know this is really aggressive in single, but trust me, guys, this is the right play. The reason I'm doing this is because I know he doesn't have LP anymore. He's running like Goblin, Curse plus Log. He basically has 3 spells into Princess. Like, this deck is not real, but I'm just gonna go for the Knight on top of the Knight right there. And then basically, okay, so he does have the rocket, right? He's got the Goblin Curse, which isn't gonna get him much value in this matchup. I can just cycle my Larrys in the back, and then we want to get back to another Ice Wizard, then just go for the Tesla at the bridge in case he does go for the Princess here. I'm just going to drop it preemptively, and the reason I'm doing this is because I want to either force out his Tesla, which I did right there, or force him to Princess early so I can just log it off the map and not have to worry about it at the bridge. So we're looking good here. I could just go for an offensive bow like this. Actually, I am going to do this 100%. Yeah, I'm going to Expo because he doesn't have Night in Cycle. He doesn't have his... Wait, Tesla in Cycle. What is he doing? He just left that lock. I'm pretty sure I just got a connection. What is he doing? Okay, just gonna go ahead and log that Tesla, and then, oh, we caught something. I think it was an Electro Spirit. That's gonna be GG's. Not GG's, but like definitely a really good lock to start this game. He's gonna have to log this on 0, and then I can go for my Ice Wiz at the bridge after he logs, and he's gonna have to either, I don't even know, what does he have in Cycle for this? Goblin Curse? Skellies? One of those two. He goes for the Goblin Curse on top of my Ice Wiz. We're still gonna get 2 hits. Pretty much the Goblin Curse doesn't do anything right there. To an Ice Wizard because it is only a 20% increase. I'm actually going to Expo on 0 here, and I know the reason I'm doing this is because I know that he's going to have to Evo Tesla on 0 in a second. I can go ahead and drop my own Evo Tesla. I should have done it earlier. Wow, English I cannot speak. Wow. Okay, but fine. We're not going to get much damage. We do have a massive lead though, and that's pretty much what you have to do in these matchups, guys. You have to play super aggressive until you get some slight lead, because it is pretty much impossible to win if you do have the same amount of damage as these people, because they always have a quicker cycle than you, right? So he's going to rocket my tower. That's completely fine. I'm just going to go ahead and drop my Evo Knights in the center of the map right here. And then probably, I don't even think I need to go for Expos. I can honestly just play like really cringy and go for a Tornado Log on his Princess, get the chip damage. I'm not sure about that Knight from him. I'm actually going to Tesla like this so he can't Princess. I'm not going to care anything. This is the problem with these decks like this guy's running, is he has no pressure at all with any cards. So the second he gets down in a matchup and he's facing Rocket, like he can't do anything. I'm just going to go ahead and probably cycle my Tornado on the tower here, depending on what he does. Yeah, I'm just going to cycle my Knight in the middle first, and then I think I'll log. Let me just chill for a second. There's no way for him to punish me without the LP anymore in this deck. So yeah, I've played this one pretty clinically. No mistakes have been made, and I've pressured the entire game. Pretty much you have to keep pressuring the whole game. If you don't ever get the Expo lock, you've just got to keep going for it, but you have to be careful of when they have their Evo Teslas in Cycle and their Evo Skellies as well. Those are the 2 cards that can cause you some troubles in this specific matchup. Anyways, I'll just cycle back along to another Rocket, and then I'll just win the game here. Go for a Knight at the bridge just in case he tries anything last second, but there's really nothing he can do. We'll Rocket to finish off the game, and that's going to be a GG. Really, really good game right there. That's definitely a matchup that can get extremely tricky if you get down damage and have to start panicking and getting Expo locks, but we'll take that. Played that really well right there. Okay, I'm actually very excited that I've got this matchup here, even though I hate facing it. I'm going to be playing the Prince Rascals bait deck that is like in the meta now. Man, I know this deck is so frustrating to go up against, and I'm going to show you guys how to beat it, hopefully. Tesla to catch that Princess right there. I'm glad I was hovering that. But yeah, basically, he has no big spell, right? I'm going to have to play this. Literally, this is going to be like 2020 levels of IceBow, because I'm going to turtle harder than you've ever seen in your life. I'm literally going to play defense this entire game. I'm not going to go for a single offensive Expo, and I'll tell you guys why. So basically, in this matchup, he's got the Dark Goblin, he's got the guards, he has the Princess, he's got the Goblin Barrel Evolution, I believe. So if I do not play perfect defense on all of these sequences, I lose the game because I'm going to get overwhelmed by his Swarm. So I'm just going to go for the Ice Wiz on top of this. Man, I don't want to use my log right there because I know he's got the barrel, also has the Rascals. Kind of an awkward start to this game. It is what it is. We're going to take some damage. No, okay, I'm going to log those guards. Not really much of a choice. I might have just lost the game. No, I can NATO that to King Tower. I got to time this perfectly, though. And then I can go Knight. Oh, the perfect time NATO was so clutch. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're good. This game is not over. But yeah, you guys can see how easily this can get out of control if he just like spams the bridge in single. Even if he's not up Elixir, he can really pressure. Not a great log by him. I can just go Skellies if he does go for the Princess, and we can reset. But yeah, basically from now on, this point on, my defense has to be locked down. That's also kind of the advantage of having the Princess Tower, is that I do have the slight damage lead to start every single game. So that's kind of nice to have in your back pocket. But yeah, we've already lost that, as you can see right there. To be honest, that was a miracle of a defense though. So I'm probably just going to set up another thing. I don't really want to go for Evo Teslas up high in this matchup, or Teslas in general, because he can just snipe it with Rascals every single time. So we do predict the Princess right there. Need to save your log for either the Rascals, or the barrel, or sometimes the Dark Goblin if it's like a lot of value. Sometimes if you can catch a Dark Goblin plus Rascal Girls, that's like the best log, but it's really definitely important to save your log and not use it on everything. Definitely barrels are the hardest thing to the thing you have to worry about the most. I could probably just rocket that Prince right there, but I'm gonna chill and play defensive. Like I said, I will literally be turtling this entire game. I'm not gonna play a single offensive bow. The second I play offensive Expo, I lose the game. So I'm gonna go for the defensive Expo right here, start building my my Clash of Clans base. base, and then it's going to kill the princess. No, he is going to go for the evolution knight. That's another thing. There's no point in offensive expoing because he has every tank in the game, dude. He's got Rascals, Prince, Evo Knight. Like, you're not breaking through that. I don't care who you are. If you're Superman, you're not breaking through that. So I'm going to go for Tesla like this. It's going to kill the prince. If you are playing Expo Cycle and not IceBow, then yeah, you definitely want to go offensive bows in this matchup. But with IceBow, you want to play this super passively. His princess is getting a ton of value, but honestly, we just got to let it. Like, it's not going to be the end of the world. I'm not going to fall into the trap of logging that princess either, because I will lose the game. I promise you. I am going to log the Dark Goblin, like I said. Dark Goblin is super annoying after its buff, so you always have to make sure you're taking that off the map. Not a great guards by him either. He just kind of get fed my Evo Tesla even more value. This Expo is putting in so much work. That is exactly why I have a defensive Expo on the map right there. Somehow my Tesla dies. Honestly, guys, I know this is cringe, but I'm gonna go for a second defensive expo here on this right side and just, you know, literally turtle the entire game. I have to go for the rocket at the ends, but I'm not really worried about that as long as I have a good like, as long as I keep getting good logs and good value out of my logs, then I should be completely fine on these defenses if I have an expo on the map already. So he's going to prince like that. I can just go for the knights. Dang, I don't have anything for this prince, actually, which does kind of suck. It is what it is. You know, it's not the end of the world, but kind of unfortunate. Wow, I thought that was going to charge. Prince is just scary, dude. It's just very scary. I do have to log this right here. Dang, really bad, though. I did not want to log that. I'm just going to go defensive expo once again in case he does princess of the river. Going into triple, this is going to get... Oh boy, okay, we'll just go for the knight in the back. This is going to get fun. I'm going to go for the Tesla on this right side. Here comes the prince, and then he's going to rascals at some point on the bridge here. I need to be very careful of when he does go in. Let the princess do its thing. I'm not going to worry about the princess now. Now I'm going to log it since he let the prince cross the bridge without using the rascals. So I'm just going to tornado Evo Tesla this in. It's very important that I win the bridge fights at this moment. I'm going to go for a second defensive expo on this right-hand side. I just need one rocket to win the game, guys. So it's all about defending perfectly until that time. Log on the Dark Goblin, and then I have my Ice Quiz plus Tornado if he does try and go for the barrel. The King Tower activation is really helping me right now because if I didn't have King Tower, he would have been able to barrel like 4 or 5 times at this point, and I would have been in a sticky situation. But I'm just going to go for the log on this other side. No way, no way. Bro, Prince. No, if I just lost right there, I'm going to cry. Okay, Skelly's like this. Tesla to kill the knights, and only 13 seconds left. Ice Wiz on this left side. Log the princess. Oh my gosh, I'm the GOAT. Wow, that defense was insane. I can't lie. Okay, we're alive. It is going to be a GG's. That was such a stressful game, but yeah, you guys can see right there. As you can see, one mistake and you lose. One bad offensive expo, you lose the game. I hope this matchup guide was very helpful for you guys. I know I could do a part 2. Definitely let me know what matchups you want to see in part 2. But yeah, this was a good guide to start it off. Anyways, if you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like, and we'll see you in the next one tomorrow. Peace.